Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another episode of the Daemonhunters series. You all know that we are trying to power on through this so that we can get ready for the Shokuho series on fucking Bannerlord. Jesus Christ, that word's hard to say, man. I swear I say it different every single time I read it. But yes, we are trying to get ready for that. That is a very, very big upcoming mod. It's going to be huge for the channel, and I'm going to love playing through that. That is on the scale of possibly on the scale of a Realm of Thrones, if not larger. They have included the entire mainland Japan map. So yeah, that is going to be very, very cool. Feudal Japanese Bannerlord series. I mean, that sounds right up my alley. You guys know me. I love the Eagle Rising mod, the Realm of Thrones mod, and many other mods. I absolutely love them. But yes, let's go ahead and roll into the topic of today's video. Daemonhunters here. First of all, let me go and thank the channel members. Thank you to Tyler, Tobias, Walter, Moses, and Jared. Thank you guys so much for that. And we are going to be starting a mission here in the Alma Rich system here. We are going to get a blue seed and possibly a yellow seed. That would be quite useful here. Going to get us 2 requisition here. It's going to get us a tier 3 halberd, so that will be quite nice indeed. And it's also going to get us 10 more servitors. All right, let's go ahead and roll right into this mission. I'm not going to go ahead and take that glorious steed. That is a suicide mission for that glorious steed, I'll tell you what. No willpower. I use willpower every turn, man. Maybe early on in the game it would be easier because you have less abilities and therefore you don't use as many. So maybe that would be a bit easier. But I think not going for it is probably a good idea, just knowing myself and knowing how good I am at the game here. But I'll go and shut up for these voice lines as we land on the planet below.
What do we know of this place, Tech Priest?
Archival data of these coordinates is indecipherable. However, the report from the Augurium is clear. The blue seeds are below. Our mission is clear.
All right, we have arrived on the planet below. We have a yellow seed, and a blue seed carrier to take out. I'm not sure the best way to go about this. I think maybe going around. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to go around in a bit of a crescent shape there. All right, let's go and move Storm up here, and we'll roll right into this mission. Oh, Storm's accidentally gonna run into a patrol here. That is not exactly ideal. Oh, okay, I've not seen that yet. And he's gonna set up Overwatch right on Storm's face. Oh, nope, just out of range. Good. All right, let's go ahead and bring up Crow here, and maybe knock this down. It's not really gonna do much. Let's go ahead and just bring him up here and put him into full cover. Yeah, I did not mean to detect the patrol there. That is not exactly what I would call an ideal situation. Let's go ahead and bring you up here, though. And we will bring up Thule, bringing up the rear here. He does have pretty damn good range, so I think we could, yeah, and maybe not hit him with a scatter shot, but maybe hit him with a regular shot here. That is a possibility. We could also hit him with a sanctified kill zone, or at least hit one of them with the sanctified kill zone. Astral aim, we could also hit them both with astral aim. Yeah, I think let's just go for the teleport strike here. Good thing we did not choose the willpower challenge there. Let's go ahead and let's not warp charge it. Let's just go for the regular teleport strike. It's going to strip the armor off the first one, and we can kill the second one here with Honor the Chapter after we finish off this first guy here. And if we do kill this guy, we may refresh our action points. Let's see here. We do have Rend the Unclean now, but let's go ahead and use Honor the Chapter on Justicar Atlantis here. Or rather on Justicar Storm from Justicar Atlantis. I think we force strike this one here. We do have the Castellan here in order to... oh, it doesn't get an action point back. That's quite unfortunate. We can go for 4 strikes now, though, because the Castellan does remove does go ahead and actually remove the warp meter down by, I think it's 50% or something like that. That is really, really amazing. All right, let's go ahead and run up Thule here. And we're going to be approaching the first seed carrier here. This is I believe it's a low threat mission, so this should be quite easy to do. Bring up Iolanthus here, and we'll have Crow bringing up the rear. He does have pretty good movement, so let's go ahead and move him up to the extent of his movement abilities here. Moving halfway across the map there in one move is pretty ideal. Let's go and see if we can proc this patrol here before actually ending the turn. Sometimes that's actually, well, okay, there goes 5 of his armor. That was ideal. And it actually took off this guy's armor completely. Wow. All right, well, we could teleport right up to this guy's face and hack his face off. So I think we will do that. We are going to have to use a melee weapon to... oh, Storm's going to get his AP back. That's actually super nice. All right, let's go ahead and force strike this guy, finish him off. That is using quite... oh, he's going to get his action point back again. Okay. All right, Storm. You're showing off now at this point. But what I do know is if we have the Castellan come up here and push this thing over... I don't know if that counts as extracting the warp seed, but yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But first, I want to move up everybody else just in case it doesn't refill the action points all the way there. Yeah, fuck it. Let's have the Castellan do that. Let's go ahead and bring Storm up over to here, where he has 1 action point remaining. And let's bring the Castellan up and knock this little guy over on top of him. I'm not sure if that counts as a melee kill. I'm pretty sure it does not. There we go. Okay, it does knock over Iolanthus back there. Yeah, I don't think that actually extracts a seed for us, unfortunately. There is a second patrol right there, ready and waiting, but we need to catch up the rest of the team here first. So let's go ahead and do so. Like I said, guys, in the past episodes, this is not XCOM, you know? These are not US Marines. They are Space Marines. So they are quite powerful indeed. We can move the Castellan up here into full cover there. And we're going to detect the patrol. Looks like we got a Terminator Plague Marine and a regular Plague Marine. Not too big of a deal here.
Commander, we've made contact with the enemy.
All right, thank you, Crow. Appreciate that. We could throw a crack grenade here. Let's go ahead and push you up here, Crow, and let's have you throw a crack grenade. That is going to hit both of them there. That should clear the Overwatch. Blast that guy off the side. Oh no, okay, so crack grenades do not clear Overwatch. Okay, that is good to know. Cleansing Flame could be an option here. As well as reducing the warp surge by 50%. Oh, let's see here. Let's run Thule up to here and let's have him throw a grenade. He's only gonna have 1 action point remaining. So yeah, let's go ahead and we might be able to blast this guy off the side here. Might be a good idea there. Yeah, that does blast him off the side and kill him. Wow, Thule. Hell of a throw. All right, let's go ahead and bring up Iolanthus here. He does have 5 willpower remaining, so we could go ahead and honor the chapter here to finish this guy off. Could also teleport Storm right up behind him. I mean, that is always an option. I know I rely heavily on Interceptor Storm's abilities here, but when you're this good, I mean, it's kind of hard not to rely on him, and we can kill him flat out there. Very nice. And that is going to, I think that was a seed there that we extracted. And then this last patrol is all the way down here. So let's go ahead and catch everybody else up here first. Yeah, half cover would be ideal there for you, Mr. Iolanthus. He's not going to detect any patrols. That is good. Let's go and bring Castellan up here. Or I guess Castellan, yeah. Well, I'm going to keep calling Castellan Crow because I like to. All right, let's go ahead and reduce the warp meter here down to 5%. That is such a useful skill. You guys have no idea, man. That skill is fucking crazy. All right, let's bring Storm all the way up to the extent of his movement range. The Castellan is gonna kind of be left in the dust here. We need to head down this way. Okay. So yeah, we will be able to move Storm up to the extent of his range here. And we'll do the same thing with Thule. And then the other two are gonna have to play a little bit of catch up. Now, the warp is only rising by 10%, I think, each time. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but I know it's not a lot each time. Let's go and bring Mr. Crow up here. There we go, very nice. And we'll bring, where's that seed right there? All right, let's bring you up to here. Put you in cover. Not gonna detect the patrol. Very nice indeed. Let's go ahead and also bring you up into cover here, Mr. Iolanthus. Unfortunately, right next to a fucking explosive box. So that's not exactly what I would call ideal. We also have Thule here who could proc the patrol by running all the way down into here. I'm not sure if that's exactly a good idea. I think we can wait a turn. I think waiting a turn is not necessarily a bad idea by any means. We can also go and move Storm up into half cover here away from that explosive box, and we'll go ahead and finish the turn off there. All right, we are going to detect them this turn, though, because they were moving towards us, which is okay. They shouldn't be able to get any attacks off here. Ooh, he's going to resurrect them, which I'm not exactly sure what that's going to do. Oh, plus 50% resistance. Okay. Well, that's not exactly too much here. We can go ahead and move the Castellan up to here. We could go for a crushing charge. I don't know if that's exactly a good idea, though. That's going to leave him with 0 AP. Let's bring Iolanthus up to here. He might be able to shoot or do something here. Oh, I could have moved him up to this pillar and potentially dropped it on the seed carrier. Yeah, that may have been a good idea. All right, I need Storm to teleport up to here and smack this dude in the face. All right, no teleport strike this time, unfortunately, but we do gain a action point back, which is very nice indeed. And we cannot force strike him, but we can smack him in the face there. And maybe we'll get a crit here. Nope, we are not going to get a crit. That's okay. Slash him 3 times there. All right, we're going to move away from that for sure. And there's another warp surge over there, or a warp gate as well. So 2 warp gates behind us. Not exactly ideal. Can hit both with a crack grenade. Can hit both with that grenade as well. Storm has 1 action point remaining. I think warp surging Honor the Chapter here is going to be our best bet. Yeah, I think that is going to be the best bet. And then set up Thule here to support just in case. Thule can shoot both of them, but I think Storm is going to be able to... what is this here? Resurrect emblem. Interesting. Let's go ahead in here and hit this guy with a regular strike. Sure exactly what he's going to do there. We do have 3 AP left, though. So we are going to be able to take this guy out. And since we just killed that last one, we can go for a 4 strike. Not going to finish him off. Let's go for a regular hit. And I think we can finish this guy off here. This may give him his action point back. And it does not? Does? Okay, it does not. Okay, that's okay. We can just shoot this guy with Thule here. He'll be really low for Storm to finish off next turn. But we have supporting fire coming in there. Very nice. Not exactly super useful at the current moment there. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and run Crow a little bit away from these warp gates here. Oh, okay. He's going to get resurrected. That's not exactly what I would call ideal. And he's going to plague Storm there. So he's going to take damage every turn. And he's going to hit him. And blind him. That's not super ideal. Warp gate's going to trigger there. Oh, 3 more of those guys. That's super convenient. Or 2 more of those guys. That's not too bad. They don't have any ranged attacks, so that is ideal. And looks like we got some lesser Poxwalkers there. And 1 more of those. I think it's a Blight Lord Poxwalker. I'm not exactly sure. But we only have to hold for 2 turns, so that's not exactly hard to do here. Can force strike that guy. I think we're gonna have Castle and Crow come up behind this dude and hit him in the back here to finish him off. We can stun him. That is gonna be quite useful. All right, so he's not stunned yet, so we can't. Oh damn, he just chopped his ass in half. That was cool. Now we're on Storm here. We can use Storm, finish this guy off. Very nice. And then we can move him into cover here. There we go. Crow is stuck a little bit out in the open there. We can kill 3 of those guys with 1 grenade. Wow. I think we may want to do so. Dude, Storm is absolutely just racking up the XP. He's going to be level 9 at the end of this mission, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's go get Ilanthus stuck in, though. I think, yeah, we want to go get Ilanthus stuck in here. He's only going to have 1 action point remaining if we kill this guy. That's okay, though. I don't think he'll have the action points to come over here. Oh, no, he will actually have the action points to come over here and strike this guy. Very nice. And if that guy moves, I'm pretty sure he gets shot. We can finish this guy off with Thule, though. So I think we will do so. And we'll hit him again. And he's donezo. You're in cover. You're in cover. Everyone's in cover. This is fucking amazing. We are doing quite well here to start out with. Even though Storm has taken some hits, that is okay. We'll go ahead and move up. I think we will move you into cover here. I think this is the last turn that we have to survive here. Not sure exactly what he just did there. +2 armor. Okay. Well, I think this is the last turn that we have to survive, so I don't think we really have to do much here. Other than maybe throwing a crack grenade here. That might be kind of fun.
Destroy.
Yeah, fuck it. Throw the grenade, buddy. Man, Crow has been pretty powerful so far, I will say. Yeah, Crow has been quite a nice addition here. All right, let's go ahead and bring Ilanthus into full cover here. And maybe gonna need to set an Overwatch here. Yeah, let's go ahead and set an Overwatch. I think this is the last turn, though, so I don't think it's gonna matter. Storm here. Let's go ahead and try to keep him out of the fight. But if he is in range to shoot, that would be nice as well. Yes, he is going to be in range to shoot. So we could shoot here with Thule. And I think we're going to get a supporting fire trigger here with Storm. Yep, there it is. Double trouble, baby. Double trouble. All right, let's go and hit that guy as well. He's going to be out of range to do anything, though. So pretty much just going to maybe set an Overwatch here. Yeah, and then we're just going to be all set for the rest of this turn. Storm is going to eat another plague there. This guy's going to run right into both Overwatches, take both of those hits, and that will be the end of the mission. Very nice, guys. Pretty much as good as it is going to go with me at the helm there. The tier 3 halberd that we're going to receive here will be a big upgrade for Ilanthus. It's going to add some damage, maybe add some nice effects here. We'll have to see. Ten servitors as well. I mean, just overall a very nice mission. Burning for 3 turns. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, the tier 3 halberd though, that's gonna cost us 3 requisition. And let's see, a storm bolter here. Yeah, not really that good. The servitor skull is interesting though. Yeah, I think we'll just take the halberd though, save the rest of the requisition there. And we should get some upgrades here maybe. Oh, no upgrades. Okay, we're very close to some upgrades. Storm is actually maxed out. Okay, so yeah, Storm's already maxed out. Crow's maxed out. We're just waiting for Ilanthus and Thule to catch up. Very nice. He is gonna have some light wounds to Crow and some light wounds to Storm. That's not exactly too bad at all. What is growth rate? I'm not exactly sure what that is. What is up with this armory thing here? Oh, okay, so we can spend I think we can spend some of these points here if we wanted to for the next Grandmaster report. I'm not sure exactly what's up with the growth rate thing, but yeah, we're doing quite well indeed. Lynette is almost done with this research, 4 days, and then we can go ahead and research the Codex Toxicus, which will only take 10 days due to the amount of grimoires that we have and the upgraded research speed that she received. Let's go ahead and head back to a central system here so that we are able to avoid the Death Guard fleets here. Man, I'm having a fucking blast with this game. This game's absolutely amazing. If you have not purchased and played this game yet, I would recommend doing so. It is, even on the easiest difficulty, it's a challenge, I will say. It is a challenge. It's not that bad of a challenge. Yeah, we don't have any prognosticars there. Let's go ahead and advance some time here. Wait for that research to finish. There we go. Minus 15% warp surge per turn. That is quite useful indeed. All right, let's go ahead and research the Codex Toxicus. And these Death Guard fleets are going to be moving towards us, so we do need to be quite careful not to get pinched in by those guys. If he comes to this system, I'm going to go to this system here. And then we'll just play Ring Around the Rosie with these guys. Let's see. Do we have anything that is being researched or built? No, we do not. Oh, we may want to have an Exterminatus ready. Yeah, we might want to have a Exterminatus ready. I'm not exactly sure what we should do next. Plus 30% research speed sounds nice, but I feel like we are approaching towards the end of the game. We may not be, but we might be. Let's see here. Commune with the Fallen. Not exactly sure what that's going to be useful for, but the wound recovery sounds pretty good to me. All right, let's go ahead and advance some time here. We do have some new Bloom activity here. Her research is going to be done in 6 days, though. Do we want to go deal with some of this Bloom? The Death Guard is moving that way. That's in a warp storm. We can't really do much about that. Let's see here. What is this going to give us? A tier 2 silencer, tier 2 power armor, or a tier 2 equipment? What about this one down here that this Death Guard is moving to? Tier 3 falchions. We already have those. We really just need better armor, honestly, and I feel like this one's going to be the one. Yeah, of course, it's the one to give us better armor. Yeah. I think we already have tier 2 power armor on the Just Car over here. I believe we already do. Let's see the oh no, Terminator armor. Oh no, we only have tier 1 Terminator armor. Okay. That may be something we need to rectify. That's going to be tier 2 armor. We need tier 2 Terminator armor though. That's going to be tier 1. Yeah, I don't think any of these are actually going to be that useful for us. So let's go ahead and just advance time here. All right, construction project is done. That is going to fix the wounds of our Grey Knights here, our Astartes Grey Knights. All right, we have the research done in 4 days. This guy's going to be moving towards us. Let's go ahead and avoid him here. That'll be good. And we can actually flip all the way around him here. Play ring around the rosy. Oh, intervention required. Let's go and see what the fuck is happening now.
I have encountered some obstacles with my current research. I have located a grimoire in a nearby inquisitorial facility that would be of some use. It would, however, require a short detour to secure it.
Alternative. A servitor could be reconfigured to more thoroughly scan the archives for relevant data. The Inquisitor is only human. There is much she could have missed.
I missed nothing, Tech Priest. Commander, it would only be a short journey to recover this tome.
I'm gonna say we use the servitors.
I am reconfiguring.
We don't need to slow down the research at all.
Commander, servitors cannot be trained to analyze the extreme complexity of...
Update. Research relevant data identified within archival stacks 703, 245, and 13. My servitors are extracting the tome for your perusal. Will this suffice for your ongoing inquiry?
I suppose.
Yeah, -1 Grimoire though. That's not really. Wait, did it suspend the research? No, it did not. Okay, thank God, because that would have been quite bad. Research is gonna finish, and we got some story here. Let's listen to what Inquisitor Vakir and everyone else has to say here. I'm gonna go and shut my mouth here for this cutscene.
What is this abomination?
Our salvation.
The edict shudders with anxiety. This work profanes the machine god.
Mars will forgive us. The fate of the entire galaxy hinges on the psychic insight of the Codex. With it, we can track the Prime Seeds and hunt each Reaper down.
How do we proceed?
I will require a number of seeds from a single strain of the bloom. With those in hand, I can attune the Codex to the strain's psychic stench, tracking its most potent source amongst the stars.
Query. Do the prime seeds within these Reapers emanate above all others?
Precisely. The Codex will hone in on this power within the Reaper. From there, we will hunt them down one by one.
Why do I get the feeling you are enjoying this?
If I am right, and I always am, each strain will wither without its Reaper to tend it, and we score another victory for humanity.
This is no game to take pleasure in, Vakir.
That's Inquisitor to you. We share in this sacred duty, Purifier. Would you deny me the brief satisfaction of a job well done?
Noted, Inquisitor. But this job is not finished yet.
All right, so we have gained 2 requisition from that research being complete here. Let's go ahead and see what is next here. Locate. Oh man, we are gonna have to hunt down all 5 of these individually. Man, that sounds like quite a challenge though. At least we have an end goal though, so let's go ahead and research that. That is gonna take 23 days right there. And let's go ahead and God, I'm saying and here a lot. Good Lord. We can reach this one. I don't know how useful that's gonna be. It is threat level low though, so we could travel to this and take this out. Now every time I say and, I'm hearing myself say it. We are gonna need some more of those seeds. So let's see here. We are gonna need 7 of each of the seeds, and right now we only have 3 of those. 5 blues. Let's see, we have 21 greens, 5 yellows, 5 blues, 1 red, and 3 purples. So we are gonna need more of those seeds for sure. Hopefully we'll be getting Rugen back, and I think we're gonna replace Thule with Rugen. He's gonna be unavailable for 18 more days, so we are gonna have to make do without him. Oh, is that guy going across there? Oh, he is. Yeah, that's not exactly what I would call ideal. Is encountering a Death Guard fleet going to be the worst thing in the world? Okay, he can't actually move across there yet, so we're going to get there before he does. We're going to sweep in here, and we're going to steal this mission out from underneath him. Yeah, maybe I should have been, oh, kill 9 enemies with melee weapons. That's going to be hard to do. They only have 2 reinforcements, and yeah, basically if we shoot one guy, we lose, so... Yeah, we will definitely not be doing that glorious deed. Let's see what's coming up here. We have Grandmaster report in 21 days. Research finished in 19, and construction speed, or construction finished in... Oh, do we already finish the current construction we were... Yeah, we did. Okay. Yeah, we did finish the second upgrade to the med chamber here. I think we need another prognosticar, personally. I think we need 2 more prognosticars. That would be really, really useful. We need 8 servitors to complete that, though. Let's see if this mission does actually give us some servitors. No, it's grimoires. That's a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's go and enter the Jabaloth system. Yeah, something like that. Let's go and enter this system, though. And we're not going to do the glorious deed. That's going to be maybe a bit too hard here. For the amount of enemies that will be present on this low threat level mission. Things are moving along, though. Story is moving along at a rapid pace now that we have done that research. I assume we are going to have to destroy each one of these seed things in successive order here, so I don't think it really matters what order you do them in. Obviously, the green is going to be the easiest to do because you're going to have a lot of those boys banked up and be able to research the location there immediately, pretty much.
Another foul cult of Nurgle. There is little doubt we will find more of these seeds below. Brothers, advance.
I think we are getting a grimoire from this, so that will increase the research speed by another 100%. I would like to get all of these seeds that are possible from this mission. I think let's go for yeah, we're gonna have to do a little loop-de-loop here around. Yeah, let's head up this way, let's collect this one, come down this way, collect that one, and then continue coming down this way to collect the 3rd and final seed. I definitely want to get the extractions on all of these. That would be most ideal. Hopefully we don't run into any patrols on the way. Looks like we are already going to be running into a patrol here. They have the potential to have seeds on them, I believe, but it is unlikely. We can also find seeds just scattered around the map sometimes. You do find those. So let's go ahead and move forward here. This could possibly detect the patrol here. We will have to see, though. Yes, it is going to detect the patrol. A Terminator, and a Plague Marine there. They're going to spread out a little bit.
Commander, we've made contact with the enemy.
Yes, we have, Thule. Thank you for pointing that obvious fact out. I appreciate it. We can blast this guy's cover down with a grenade. Could also come up here and hit him with a scatter shot. And we could also move all the way over here to shoot him. Now, Thule's weapon does ignore armor, so that would be quite ideal to hit that guy immediately. Oh, we still can't shoot him from there. All right, let's go and blast him out of cover, though, at least. Oh, we could have blasted him off the side of the map there. I just now realized. Yeah. Oh, maybe it wouldn't have done it because he's a Terminator. Let's go ahead and move Ilanthus up here with 1 point remaining. Yeah, let's move him there, and then we'll honor the chapter if we need to. We may not need to, but we might. And actually, there is no warp surge meter on this map, I don't think. Yeah, let's come up here and hit this guy with Crow. Do quite a bit of damage to him, indeed. He's gonna get a reaction melee off. I keep forgetting that not the Titans, but the Terminators get reaction melees. So let's maybe go for a teleport strike on this guy. Yeah, let's do it. That's gonna raise the warp meter here. It's okay, we can lower it though. We can shoot this guy in the face with Storm there. Or we could honor the chapter with Iolanthus. This guy's just slightly out of our range. I think we're going to use Iolanthus to go after this guy, though. Yeah, we can't honor the chapter on ourselves, unfortunately. So I think we're going to have Storm finish this guy off here. There we go. And then we can have Storm come up over here and knock the rest of this dude's armor off here. And I think that'll finish him off too. Oh, we could stun him. Yeah, stun him. Why not? All right, and then let's use honor the chapter here. Kind of a bit of overkill, but that's okay. There is no warp surge going up or warp meter going up, so you know, doing that is not exactly the worst thing. That's not going to knock him down, unfortunately, but we can wipe out the rest of the patrol there with Storm. All right, let's bring everybody else up here, and let's go after this first seed. The first seed is... Nope, not that way, Ghost. What are you doing? First seed is right there, so we have plenty of time to get this done, as our prognosticators have made it to where there is basically no warp surge going to take place unless we use psychic abilities, which we can always reduce with Crow. So quite useful indeed. This may detect the patrol. Probably will. Yep, it does. And there's the seed carrier. Please run towards us. That would be quite useful. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And you're actually in a very... It would be a very nice spot to blast him off the map with a grenade, but we don't really want to do that. We would like to go for a teleport strike here. And we could actually... Huh, I'm seeing an option here to where we don't actually have to move everybody up there. Yeah, let's go and move Iolanthus right here. And I think we are going to be able to skip the process of running every single person around that way. I still would like to have some action points here just in case we need to. But let's go ahead and move Crow. Ooh, don't want to move him too far that way, but let's go ahead and put him in cover right there. I don't want to detect that second patrol quite yet. But we do have the ability to honor the chapter here. So I think we will do that. And that should give him enough points to kill this Plague Marine and the other one over there. He has 4 action points right now. Now he has 3. 2. Gonna gain an action point back because he's such a fucking beast. So now he has 3 again. Let's see here. Let's go for the stun. Don't think it's gonna actually activate the stun here. And this last strike should finish him off. Very nice. And we can go ahead and proc the next patrol with a teleport. I don't know if that's exactly a good idea, but fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. Speedrun mode, baby. And that is gonna detect the next patrol. Okay, so I could blow this up, and blowing this up would deal quite a bit of damage to both of them. There we go. Very nice. But that also is going to blast them further away from us. So that also is a bit unideal, but that's okay. We do have the teleport strike here, which is the fucking most powerful ability in the entire game. Hit a teleport strike on that guy with Storm. And then let's go ahead and bring Thule up to shoot this guy. I think he can shoot him here. Let's actually run him all the way up to here, and then we'll hit honor the chapter on him. I need Thule to gain some XP, as well as Iolanthus. Let's go ahead and bring up Iolanthus to here. Then we'll run Crow up as well.
Unleash me.
I will unleash you, Crow. Don't worry, buddy. I've been unleashing you this whole time. He is quite powerful, though. All right, let's honor the chapter on Thule here. We need Thule to gain some XP. And this is a nice, easy mission to do it on. So let's go ahead and do so. He has 2 AP left. It should be plenty to finish this guy off. Supporting fire from Storm there. Very nice. And this should be enough to finish this guy off from Thule. Let's see. Oh, it's not quite going to be enough. All right, we'll have to finish him off with Storm. I tried to spread the XP around for us. All right, let's bring up Atlantis here. This may detect the last patrol. Okay, no, they're pretty far away. All right, we can go ahead and move these guys down here. There may be another patrol kicking around, so we do need to be a little bit careful of that.
Your orders.
Let's go ahead and bring Thule down here. That shouldn't detect the patrol. Yeah, we're good. All right, Crow, go ahead and move down here, buddy. We have basically finished this whole mission without ever having a turn be ended. That's crazy, man. And that extra willpower on Atlantis is doing wonders for us here. Let's go and put him into cover here. Let's go and move you up to there. All right, then that should be finally we have a turn ending, but it doesn't matter because the warp meter doesn't rise, so we can take as much time as we need here. Looks like we got a Terminator and a Plague Marine here. We do need to extract this final seed here, and that will give us enough purple seeds to complete the research. I'm sure you do, buddy. I'm sure you do.
Straight from the chapter. At your service.
Let's go and run Thule all the way up to here. And that will allow him to shoot that guy straight in the face. Could hit him with a scatter shot. Don't think we can hit... Oh, we can hit both of them with a scatter shot. That's convenient. Very nice indeed. That's going to knock off both of those armors. And you guys know exactly what time it is. It is time to teleport strike here. Very nice. And we can have him come down here. Let's first of all, before we trigger a warp surge, let's go ahead and hit Crow there with the Imperium ability there, the Imperium domination ability, which allows him to reduce the warp meter here. Let's go for a hit with Atlantis. I think we can finish this guy off with Atlantis. Yeah, let's go for a hit here with Storm. That will give that guy a reaction strike, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and we could go for an armor break or a stun. Let's go for the stun there. All right, we have triggered the warp gates here. Should be one more warp gate, probably right there. Yep, perfect. This will make it nice and easy to deal with all these guys coming at us. All right, let's not finish this guy off with you. Let's finish you off with Atlantis, as that moves us further away from the warp gates and also gives us more XP with him. All right, now we can basically just fully set up here for the inevitable assault that we will receive here. Let's go ahead and push Storm down here. And let's throw him into Overwatch. Let's put an Overwatch right there. Very nice Overwatch. Crow can also Overwatch, so I think we will do the same with him. And we'll do it right here, maybe? They might come this way. Yeah, not exactly a super ideal position there for him. Yeah, let's go and just Overwatch this way, though. I don't think that's going flat. I think that's covering up high. It's fine. We'll see what happens there with that. All right, that is going to trigger the warp gates to activate. And those guys are going to move that way. Looks like there is the ability to get another seed here. And he's going to run into the Overwatch there. Very nice. We have 2 turns we have to hold for. So we could either run away like total pussies, which is an option. Most of these guys are melee characters. 3 of them are. I think we are just going to run away. I mean, you know, Sun Tzu always said, don't fight unless you have to. So I think we are going to go ahead and just back up here and let the turn meter expire. Some of you might say it's retreating, but I call it a tactical withdrawal. Yep, everyone's going to be in full cover, including Atlantis back here. Yep, everyone's in full cover here, and they're going to have to move towards us. And this will be their last turn. Yeah, go ahead and move this way. Let's see if you have the movement ability to actually make it towards us. All right, let's bring Storm back behind here. I think this is actually one of my more clever moves here. He's not going to have the movement ability to get all the way up here and actually do some damage. He as well is not going to have the range. And he's actually going to get hit with the burning ability of the purifier there. Very nice. And they're not going to have enough range to move up either. Oh, same thing again there. And here comes the teleport.
Beginning teleportation.
Yeah, hold your sword up in the air, you know, buddy. You're probably going to get split in half by our teleportation field there. Could you imagine just like you're running at somebody and you're about to get a hit off and then all of a sudden you get sliced in half by a teleportation? Half your body gets teleported onto the ship. The other half is left down on the planet below. That would be quite hilarious indeed. God, I love that guy's sword, man. It's so fucking cool. We got 7 seeds from that mission. Look at us go, man. We are fucking working these guys over. That's only tier 2 here. Yeah, that's not really, it's not really super useful there. I mean, we could grab that. I've not used one of those yet. Let's go ahead and grab one. No, I'm gonna save the requisition points. I feel like we can use those better somewhere else. We should have at least one upgrade here. Oh, no upgrades. Okay, that's okay. All right, so we have obtained another grimoire there that will further increase the research speed all the way down to 17 days here. I think it was 10 days before. I think it was 29 actually. Yes, we have further increased the research speed there on the first of many of the Bloom Spawn Codex's entries. But we have run out of time in this episode, and actually we ran quite long in this episode, so I'm gonna go and thank the channel members here, and then we'll go and end this episode. But yes, thank you to Tyler, Tobias, Walter, Moses, and Jared. Thank you guys so much for those channel memberships. Really helps out, support the channel, and yeah, basically just pays for my Warhammer hobby or my Netflix bill, whatever I decide that month. But if you guys would like a shout out and all the videos beginning and end, and get some nice perks there for the Bannerlord series or whatever series I happen to be doing at the time. Usually it's me naming something after you, but if you guys would like those perks, go ahead and become a channel member. It does support the channel and help out quite a bit. It also gives me a nice little convenient list so that I can include you guys in the playthroughs in a more personal way. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. The channel has absolutely just been blowing up recently, and I'm just very, very thankful indeed for all that support. But I will go ahead and leave you all here and see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there and peace out.